Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Box Football. And if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, look away right now. I should be looking away because I'm absolutely disgusted. But congratulations to Manchester City on winning 4 Premier League titles in a row. And people are thinking like, oh, it's a bit delayed, James. Still 6 games to go. When City go ahead, yeah, they don't lose. Under Pellegrini, they don't lose. Under Mancini, they don't lose, and especially under Pep. City were trailing Liverpool and Arsenal, and now both teams not only drop points, but Jack, they both lose on the same day in a matter of 3 hours. How are you
Yep.
looking at this Premier League title race with City 2 points clear of Arsenal and Liverpool?
Well, I mean, you covered everything. In a weird way, there's actually not a great deal for you and me to talk about here. Um, they know how to do it. They've done it the last three times in a row. Um, I hope this isn't the case. I hope they get tripped up somewhere. I hope that one, if not both, can kind of claw this back and make it back. But you know, I Haaland's been off his game for a little while. Roy Keane made his League Two general play League Two comment, which I thought was kind of funny. And actually, you and I didn't really talk about. Uh, but I think De Bruyne is going to start hitting some form here. I expect them to go through against Real Madrid, despite what my initial prediction was. Based on the way they played, I expect them at home to make it through. So I think De Bruyne is going to come good at the end of the season. As you know how I feel about Rodri. I think Rodri is the best player in the world. I know it's not sexy and I know it's not cool, but I think this is the best player in the world. De Bruyne is a game changer. Haaland's a game changer. Bernardo Silva is so underappreciated. It's not true. You got the likes of Walker coming back from injury soon. Like James, things are just trending in the right direction for them to win a Champions League again, to win the Premier League for a fourth one in a row. And again, one thing I will give Mikel Arteta a bit of credit is he didn't deflect in his post-match stuff. He was like, if this ends our season because we've dropped points with however many games to go, we don't deserve to win the league. And he's right. He's right. If they are champions, they win out now. They win out. And it's like, okay, it's out of our control, but the moment the leaders slip up, we're on their asses. We're on them. And I don't know. Part of me goes back to the whole how much you spend and your value for money and all that kind of stuff. And I will open that argument and say, well, City should win. They spend the most. It's the highest wage bill. Blah blah blah. Um, but I really kind of thought maybe this year it was Arsenal, and I was really rooting for Arsenal, and I think it's a huge shame. But you and I talked before we started recording. Villa are a tough game, but you're at home and it's a team who I think are fifth or sixth or fourth or whatever. A home game against a team like that, if you're going to be champions, you need to win those games. And when you don't at the biggest moment, you don't deserve to win the league title.
Um,
Um, I don't know if City are going to lose a game from here on out. I don't know how you feel, but I can just see these wins stacking up and then them lifting another trophy. We'll see what happens with the Chargers. But my confidence in City just ever grows. Sorry, I droned on there a little, but yeah.
Jack, mm, me looking at everything, why should we really be surprised? If we're being honest, why should we be surprised? Liverpool dropping points, it's shocking, but it's been coming, Jack. Too many times this season, Liverpool have rolled their luck. Too many times teams have left them off the hook. Too many times it's been these last gasp moments. It's teams missing big opportunities and Liverpool showing their quality going forward this season. Of course, at some point, that bit of quality is going to run out. That bit of luck that they need is going to run out. And Jack, it ran out today. You know, as much as they had a bun ton of chances. Yeah, I don't know how they did not score. Jota, Salah, Nunes, everybody, Diaz, Curtis Jones, hang their head in shame because they should be going. They should have been taking them opportunities. But on the other hand, Crystal Palace could have easily found themselves 2-0 up. Yeah, it was an incredible clearance off the line from Andy Robinson. But this has just been the same old thing. And I always look at moments in a season to kind of define team season. When Liverpool won the Carabao Cup with all them injuries, I said, ugh, they might do it all. They might win it all because the momentum's just too much. Klopp announcing he's leaving and all that sort of stuff there. What broke the camel's back for me was them losing at Old Trafford in the FA Cup. It made them feel in like it made that invincible shield that they had like penetrable. People could actually get to it, which which I didn't see coming at the time because Liverpool would play awful like they did in the first 30 minutes against Manchester United. United created a bunch of chances, and what happened? The quality of Liverpool shone through. But finally, after that Manchester United game, it's been a bit of a worry. Sheffield United, it was close.
Yeah,
Brighton, it was close. Jack, they both went to go down. And like that one, and recently, not only in the league, Jack, in the Europa League, where it was almost a shoo-in that they were going to win, drop points. Now their season went from being could we look at a quadruple to now maybe a treble to maybe just a Carabao Cup, which is disappointing for what a team was able to do this season. On the other hand, with Arsenal, Jack, we thought that after that terrible run of losing to West Ham and Fulham, we thought that, wow, okay, this Arsenal team is really about it. Best defense in Europe. Ben White's playing unbelievable. He made the right choice with Raya. Two centre backs, I'd be the best parent in the world. Declan Rice is coming 100 million. No one's batted in Ireland. I look at the time we had like 10 clean sheets out of like 12.
Trossard.
Just
Trossard is the
incredible.
great. Trossard's the greatest substitute in Europe.
You, you know,
Period. In
it's
terms of goal return,
just
unreal.
just things like that. You're thinking from what happened last season, this team has grown and understand and have learned. But it's the same old Arsenal. Jack, the fact that Liverpool lost, I feel like amped up Arsenal, the pressure even more. Because it was like, because
Right.
think about it, Jack. Listen, you're getting ready for the game, and you're thinking your biggest rivals at the time just dropped points. The pressure's on you 10 times more to take advantage of that. And the fact that they didn't in that sort of situation, Jack, just let you know that they're not quite ready. As much as we want to praise Mikel Arteta, as much as we want to praise Arsenal, I'm going to say we because I'm an Arsenal fan right now. We are not ready to break that glass ceiling. We're not ready to take that step, Jack. You don't, you,
No.
you don't lose games like that. Yeah. With the pressure on. Yeah. I said, let's take Man City all the way. If we take Man City all the way to game 38, I'm cool with it. And then we lose out, cool. The fact that we flame out the way we flamed out last season just lets me know that this team has not learned at all. And then going on to the champions. Man City need no help. Jack
No.
mentioned the Chargers. Jack mentioned they have Pep Guardiola, Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, yada, yada, yada. They need no help. The fact that Liverpool and Arsenal, in a matter of 3 hours, are going to give Manchester City the ultimate help and give them a lead with 6 games to go, looking at their title schedule, guys, come on. Come on. Like,
It's especially with the points totals as well. We're not living in the era where you can get like mid 70s, high 70s. We are, we're 80s, 90s. We've done the triple digit. It's happened. Like this
mhm.
is the kind of level we're talking about now. So there is no room for error. Back in the day, there was a little bit of like, yeah, we can drop a few points, maybe we can recover, but we're dealing with a level of football right now and a consistency where you can't let up. And again, James, if Arsenal were against Liverpool, right, or it was away at Villa Park, like even away at Villa Park, I could, or away at Spurs or whatever, something like that, I might go, okay, not ideal, but whatever. A home fixture against a team that position by position,
Jack,
largely you're just better than. So you have to, if you're going to be champions, you have to win those games. You have to.
in Jack, Liverpool and Arsenal went to the point of view that they were both leading City. Yeah, you have the ability to say that with 7 games left, you are 1 point ahead of Manchester City. You know that all you have to do is be perfect. And it's really hard to be perfect. It's so hard to be perfect. But you know that, okay, let's just keep on winning. Let's keep on getting these results. Let's keep on killing City's momentum. Now you're giving this team this momentum now, Jack. Still in the FA Cup, probably going to beat Real Madrid. Let's see what happens there.
Probably.
Jack,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to live in this world, but we may live in a world where Manchester City are going to win 4 Premier League titles in a row. And not only that, they're going to win a double treble. Like, if they go on to do this, in my eyes, this beats any Barcelona 6 titles in one season. This beats any Real Madrid treble, three-peat, and anything. There isn't anything I can put next to that. Two
No.
trebles in a row, Jack. We're gonna have to have some serious, uncomfortable conversations.
Well, and again, I don't want to open this conversation because this video will be half an hour long. But the charges might take some of the mustard off. We might go, well, they did it by breaking the rules, and they get their title stripped from them, and maybe there's an asterisk next to it and whatever. But like James, even next year, okay, Mbappe goes for Real Madrid, great, fine. But let's say Real Madrid are favourites for the Champions League because they've got the most dangerous player in world football in an attacking sense, and Kylian Mbappe joining their ranks. Second favourites for that will still be Man City. And James, I've read the papers. Jamal Musiala supposedly is the target. I don't think Man City get any worse with Jamal Musiala in their ranks. I don't think they get any worse with Joshua Kimmich maybe coming in from Bayern. So my point is, we may even be in the midst of it. The apex of what this Man City team are achieving, which is trebles back to back. Maybe this is a treble, and a treble. This is the kind
Yeah,
of level that we might be handling at the moment. But
yeah,
look,
yeah. Let's not even go that far. But the fact of the
I'm
matter is that
just
they could, let's just say they win the Premier League this season. Next season, Jack, they'll be going for 5 in a row. And then that goes from just being, oh yeah, that's incredible, to be like, we're looking at the Premier League a bit sus. Where are you
well,
guys as competitive as you want it to be? You criticize
I
here, there, everywhere, but one team's winning 5 in a row. This
I
so-called
spoke
Real
I spoke
gone.
yeah, Bundesliga, Serie A kind of vibe, Liga kind of vibe, basically, is what we're moving towards. There's a top team, and then there's a rest. Like I'll give you a great example. Why are Liverpool so good? Klopp said it himself. It's because he fires up his team. He can dig deep and he can get the best out of these players, which means they've all gotten these contracts, which I would argue most of them don't really deserve. These big bloated 250, 300 plus K a week contracts. I think that's it's Jurgen Klopp's doing. Jurgen Klopp's the one you should be giving the money to, not Mo Salah and Van Dijk and all these kind of guys. With him gone, and Mo Salah maybe leaving, and Trent, I don't know what's going to happen with him. But James, I'm not ruling out Liverpool finishing sixth next year.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
Arsenal are Arsenal going to close the gap on City enough so that they can beat them for next year? I don't think so. Ineos and Manchester United, are they going to be back at it? I don't think so. Are Chelsea and Pochettino going to figure it out? I don't think so. Is Ange Postecoglou going to? I could do this all day. You go down the list of the disruptors of stopping City from achieving these goals, and they're not there. That's why it's so frustrating in situations like this, where a Liverpool or an Arsenal are this close, and they drop the ball. And James, it's back to back losses at Anfield, not against prime Man United, prime Arsenal, prime Chelsea, prime City. It's Atalanta, and again, Gasperini's a genius and has been great, fine, right? Gianluca Scamacca made him look a bit silly, whatever. But then it's Palace, it's Atalanta and Palace. You can't lose those games. And again, we've talked about Arsenal, but it's so disappointing because I feel like this is the closest we're going to. Next year, what date are we? It's the 14th of April. 14th of April next year, City will be clear, I think,
Jack,
compared to how close they are this year.
Jack. I think Arsenal are Manchester City's titles are closest contenders for the coming years. But with damaging blows like this, it makes me just think, because I said, okay, we're bound to win it. When we constantly do this thing where it's pressure points and we just always just seem to not be able to get up to there, I question us being able to win that title, Jack. I really, really do. Because if we took City all the way and they won, you put your hand up. It's City. But when these moments are asked of you and you underperform every single time, guys, as you can see,
And
I'm
look, James, very
deflated.
quickly, yeah, very quickly. I hate to say this, and I hate to drag it on, but also there's a little bit of a window here that has to be taken into account. Those two centre backs you got will not stick around forever without trophies, top European and top domestic trophies. They won't. Real Madrid will come calling. Whoever will come calling with big contracts and big money, and the white and Los Blancos shirt. Arsenal have to make hay while the sun shines here. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
But guys, you can see I'm deflated. Jack's not as deflated, but
I'm not
Liverpool
as deflated,
fans,
but I'm still pretty upset.
Man United, no, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, let me know how you think. City fans, is it over? Is it 4 in a row? Let us know. Comment down below, guys. It's box to box football, and we'll see you guys next time.